I want to bring you our brother, our friend, our musical ambassador, Wycliffe John.
I want to see everybody put your hands up in the sky. Make some noise. 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 Now, hey! Ho! Hey! Let's go. Put your hands in the air. Take it low. Put the signs up in the air. I'm about to freeze.
My name is Max Bro, and I'm HIV positive. Been HIV positive for the past 4 years. I was born in Haiti. When I see people say things about like, oh, you're Haitian and you're positive, you're ashamed for the Haitian community that you are gay and you are positive at the same time. I'm not ashamed, honey. I'm not ashamed.
I come from the place that they call Haiti. I represent 360.
There was a time when fear, desperation, and anger united gay men and women in America. Society was blaming us and telling us we deserved what was happening to us. Many of them who have died, let's pay them tribute.
Jeff Resnick, John David Perkins, Mark Whiting, MD, my friend Ivan, Donald A. Morse, Max Olivia
Silcox and Alicia, Elizabeth Menendez, for Joe, my fellow traveler. Being able to read names at the Quilt project was such a deep experience for me, a deep expression of our gratitude to those who had to die so that we could live. I was very humbled to have the opportunity to add my own names of people I have lost. I added a good friend, I added my cousin, and I added my brother-in-laws who I've lost.
George Zine, Glenn, Jimmy, Gary Durst. I lost so many dear friends, and in this phone right here, I have got the contact information for several good friends who have died of AIDS in the last 12 years in there, and I will never delete their information from this phone because they are still in my heart. And John and Dennis, I'm marching for you today.
We are ashamed of those that have the disgraceful public policy worldwide that will not put priority on the lives of people.
The fact that it took so long for treatment to be available, I mean, we had considerable number of deaths. I think we've seen in the city that I live in, there's no more place to bury people. That's the number of people that have had to die.
130-day supply of Riastas or Norvir or Truvada can cost you thousands per month. Do you know any average American who can just take every month $1,200 or $1,600 out of their paycheck for medication?
What do we want? Lower prices! When do we want it? Now!
What do we want?
Lower prices!
What do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Lower prices!
What do we want it?
Now!
What I'm going to take home from this experience is firstly the historic event of marching on Washington.
best part of today is seeing the joy in the faces of people who've been living with HIV for a long time and thought nobody cared.
It is energizing to march on Washington, but the bigger battle is at home.
What I'm going to take in Tampa is pretty much to teach my community, as I said, or beat up my community, empower them, make them think bigger.
Using that energy to take it back to others, and hopefully some of that energy can spill off on them.
It's more than keeping the promise for other people. It's keeping the promise for ourselves.
And let's take the pledge today that defeat is not an option. Today is the beginning of the rebirth of AIDS activism in this country and across the world.